Good morning. Good afternoon. Welcome. Happy Saturday. And here for a couple hours just to kind of catch up on some news and do some CTFs. So yeah, if you're new here, welcome. If you're watching at some other time, thanks for watching. So I'm gonna spend a little bit of time doing something a little bit different today. Going to pull up some news information, just kind of browse on YouTube a little bit. It looks like there's a site or a channel called Cyber News, and it looks like they recap like weekly news. So I'm gonna kind of do that. It's like a 5-minute type recap, just so I can kind of see what's going on, and I'll kind of react a little bit, and then probably get into any conversations, and then get into maybe some CTF type activities. So just kind of trying something a little bit new today, and then jumping into CTFs probably. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Let me go ahead and kind of adjust my setting here, and let's get started. So if you haven't heard of this site, or it's on YouTube, it's called Cyber News, and it looks like it's an AI generated newscaster that's giving like a recap of the cyber news for the last week or so. So I thought I'd just kind of start out with this and kind of go through it, see what's going on, and then, like I said, have any conversations or react to it, and then eventually, once this is done, we'll go into like the CTFs. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully you can hear it. Let me go ahead and start it.
Hi, I am Joe, an artificially generated newscaster. Let's recap the most important cyber news of the last week. On Monday, we saw a literal bomb drop. It was the mother of all breaches, or MOAB, a gargantuan data dump discovered by Cyber News and Security Discovery.
So I heard about this. Basically, it looks like it's just a combination of a bunch of different dumps. Originally what I heard, that's what I heard, but I didn't really hear much more detail. But kind of good to see kind of what's going on here. But let me play again.
Researchers, and it is possibly the largest leak of all time. It contains 26 billion records belonging to all kinds
Twitter,
of companies, from LinkedIn and Twitter to Tencent and Weibo. The
pretty
leak
much a
is composed
combination of all
login
these
credentials and other kinds
big
of
breaches.
sensitive data. Most of it has been compiled from earlier leaks, but a non-insignificant portion is completely new. Most likely, it is the work of some malicious actor, a data broker, or a service. Nobody knows why this was created, but we can safely guess that it wasn't meant to be freely accessible on the internet. The story is actually developing as we speak. Our human researchers are sifting through the data and adding it to our very own data leak checker. So very soon you will be able to see if, or more likely what part of your credentials
So it looks like you could probably search.
In other news, Ukrainian hacktivists say they broke into a Russian research center and deleted a staggering 2 petabytes of data. The center is called the Russian Center for Space Hydrometeorology, and it handles all kinds of aerospace data, including everything related to military satellites, civil aviation, and so forth. The hacktivists say they wiped 280 servers and paralyzed the institution, and the Russian government said the attack was successfully thwarted and no damage was done. Talking of Russia, one Russian newspaper recently ran an interview with BTC, the new leader of Killnet hacker gang. The interview is quite telling. In it, BTC admits that he actually bought the gang from its previous leader, Kill Milk, and that all core members disliked the takeover and left. This makes Killnet's claim of responsibility for the infamous Kyivstar attack even more unlikely. However, despite that, BTC still claims Killnet was responsible for it. In general, the interview is full of little details that reveal how fast and how deep Killnet has fallen. Last year, it was one of the most active and the most infamous Russian cyber gangs. Right now, it's pretty much done, and I don't think it will be missed. Another thing that will not be missed is TrickBot, a malware strain that terrorized the whole cyber world for years. Its mastermind, Vladimir Dunev, has been sentenced to 64 months in prison after a long-running case. Dunev was arrested in South Korea a few years back and extradited to the US. Then he pleaded guilty and helped the feds to dismantle the TrickBot, a cooperation which most likely resulted in his relatively short sentence. It's a rare case of very popular malware being completely taken over by the feds together with its creator, which is not an easy task to do. And if that was a bit too positive for you, there's also this. A U.S. senator published a letter revealing that on numerous occasions the NSA bought private data of U.S. citizens from third-party brokers, a move which is transparently illegal. It was long suspected that NSA does this, but the senator says now the agency itself confirmed it, admitting the wrongdoing. By buying such data, NSA contradicted earlier court rulings. It also funded shady data brokers who prey on illegally obtained data. This isn't a good look for the agency, but I guess if the NSA cared about what citizens think about it, it wouldn't be the NSA. And let's end on something even more depressing. A programmer who disclosed a security issue at a major company has been sentenced by the German court. The story started in 2021 when a security expert was hired to investigate a software problem. He quickly found a connection to a server belonging to Modern Solution GmbH, a management software company. The server held the data of nearly 700,000 customers, and all of it was freely accessible, with the password to the database stored in plain text. Together with a journalist, they reported the issue to the company, and the company immediately closed the access. And then it sued the programmer for breaking into their server. Fast forward 3 years, and the court proceedings ended with Modern Solution winning and the programmer getting a hefty fine. The central issue was that the database was protected by a password, therefore breaking into it is a criminal offense. The fact that the password was stored in plain text did not matter. This is a very nasty case harking back to the early days of pen testing, when bug bounty programs did not exist and companies would go after white hat hackers who actually tried to help them. Let's hope this is an isolated case in those days. Do
pretty much have to get
because otherwise we are set for a very dark days. And that's it for today. Late last week, I generated a special video talking of yet
that's
another
kind of what I keep
nightmare.
stressing to folks is like, you can go ahead and do this, do penetration testing, but just make sure you have the approval of the company to do so. Otherwise you will get in trouble. I think there was like another one. Let me see real quick. Let me get back here. Okay, this was 12 days ago. Let's just look at this real quick.
Stop trying to sell your courses or coaching programs at the end of a webinar. There's a new way, a better way. It's called the No.
Hi, I am Joe, an AI newscaster with a recap of last week's most important cyber news. And one of the biggest stories involves Subway, a chain of alleged restaurants that provide elongated sustenance packets for humans who don't know better. Lockbit, the largest ransomware group in the world, claims it hacked Subway and stole hundreds of gigabytes of its data. According to the gang, it breached the sub's internal system and exfiltrated documents with all kinds of financial information, including employee salaries and restaurant turnovers. Lockbit said if Subway does not pay a ransom in 2 weeks, the data will be released. Cyber News contacted Subway and asked for a comment. However, the company did not confirm anything, just said it is investigating the issue. However, if the breach was real, we'll know that in a very short time. Another massive story is about Microsoft, which claims it was breached by Russian state-sponsored hackers. The company pointed a finger at Midnight Blizzard, also known as Cozy Bear, and by a bunch of other names. The group has long been connected to Russia's Foreign Intelligence Service, or SVR. It specializes in attacks on Western governments, such as the famous SolarWinds hack. According to Microsoft, the group brute-forced access to some low-level Microsoft test accounts, then elevated their privileges to access some corporate emails. This included senior leadership and cybersecurity team accounts. Microsoft's report is quite fascinating and shows that the attack was a massive undertaking, which involved multiple vectors and a ton of top-notch social engineering. Microsoft says it notified all compromised parties and thwarted the attack, but it is really worrying how deep the hackers managed to reach. And this wasn't the only horror story to unfold last week. Another one concerns Ivanti, a massive business software company. Late last year, its software was found to have two big zero-day vulnerabilities. They could not be immediately patched, and all Ivanti could offer were some mitigation steps. Early on, the exploitation wasn't too widespread, and Ivanti admitted that only several state-level threat actors conducted targeted attacks. But last week, cybersecurity company Volkswagen published a report stating that mass exploitation of the 0 days began, and the exploits are the new hot thing on the dark web. Thousands of devices with Ivanti software have already been compromised and taken over. And if you find yourself on the receiving end of such an attack, it's already too late, because mitigations can only prevent an attack, not stop one. Let's end on something even more anxiety-inducing. Have I Been Pwned added NAS.API, a new dataset of over 70 million compromised emails to their database. Some of those emails have already been added as a part of previous datasets.
I haven't been to that
A
site
lot
in
of
a
them
while.
are
I can take a look
unique.
at and see what else is
NAS.API
out
itself
there.
has been floating around the dark web for a while, but now you don't have to download it to find that your email has been compromised. Have I Been Pwned is a service that allows you to check if your accounts have been breached, which is quite useful if you don't have enough things to worry about in your life. By the way, NAS.API is just one aspect of the massive cybercrime spree to happen last year. If you want to know more about that, last Saturday I generated a thorough report
that's
based on
a
unique
news update
research
for
into
this week, looks
2023
like.
cybercrime statistics.
So
And
yeah.
yes, it was a record
If you
year
like it,
by any
let me
measure.
know.
Check that video.
Drop a comment. Probably do that more often, at least on Saturdays, kind of catch up with what's new. I mean, I get updates every day basically, but it's kind of nice to have it summarized, and even better if an AI is putting it together, right? So yeah, so let's go ahead and get going here. So I'm going to do a box from Hack My VM. Let me go ahead and pull it up. And I was going to do a box called Crossroads. Now I wanted to kind of practice a little bit more some SMB type attacks. So that's kind of why I picked this one. So its specialty is SMB. So yeah, let's go ahead and start it up. SMB Crossroads. Get it started here. I do have the walkthrough just in case I do get stuck throughout the way, but I'll try to see how far I can go. So let's go ahead and just get things set up. Get going. Let's call this Crossroads. And let's get some music playing again. I gotta turn down the sound here. Get some hacking music. Not too loud, but you know, something. Alright, next. Alright, it's chill vibes. Alright, so let's go ahead and just create some files here. Counts. And I need to turn this down a little bit. Alright, counts, create flags and notes just in case. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull up the terminal. Okay, yep, I know. Alright, so let's go ahead and find this box that I have. I believe it's like 32 or 33. Just from what just because I know that sequential orders. Yep, 32, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to my host files. this was called Crossroads HMV. Stop this ping. Okay, stop. There we go. Alright, so let's run an nmap. Let's see what we got. This usually just takes a minute or two. All right, we got some stuff back here. Looks like we got, obviously it's going to be SMB because that's what we're targeting. So 80. So it looks like they have a robots file. You can take a look at that. SMB. So yeah, that's about it. I don't see any SSH. So it looks like we probably have to do everything through the web or SMB. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead. Let's just take a look at the website quick before we get into SMB. So let's go to Crossroads. See if we get anything. All right, Crossroads. Open this up. Residential addiction treatment available. Okay. Looks like they got a lot of links and stuff in here. It looks like there might be an account. Oh, that's not what I want to go to. So this is like linking to the actual website. Interesting. So what if I did robots? Let's see what's out there. Yeah, okay. So disallowed crossroads.png. So my guess is that this has got some information in it. It's if you're hiding this. So let's just save this for later. Might have to look at this. Desktop. Crossroads, let's save that. Okay. I mean, typically you just kind of go through here and check things out and see if there's any information, but we already kind of know that it's going to be an SMB type of an attack. There might be other ways we can get into it too, like maybe there's some old software versions. Maybe this is like a WordPress site or something. But obviously we're not gonna hit a real site. So yeah, let's just close this. All right, let's do some enumeration on SMB, and let's kind of just piece through that. So we're gonna go ahead and open the terminal up. And what I typically do whenever I know there's like SMB, I kind of just start with an enumeration tool. I pretty much use like enum4u or enum for Linux. I think that is, yeah. And then I'll just put in the site Crossroads, and then just kind of kick it off. Okay, didn't like that. Maybe I gotta put dash host. Yeah, I have to look at the parameters. rid of the HTTP. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Ooh, it's doing a whole bunch of stuff here. Alright, so it's going to try to enumerate the users. It looks like it already found a user, Albert. So that's kind of our first step, is to see what accounts are on here and see if there's any open shares. Just kind of scrolling through here. It looks like they have standard print, an IPC, and then they have an SMB share here. An SMB share looks like there's no anonymous, so we'd have to probably get the user password for Albert to get in here. That's what I'm thinking. The only thing it found, looks like, was Albert. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is maybe do like a brute force type thing against Albert and see if I can get in, because there really wasn't much we could look at. I mean, there is that one image file, but let's just try that since we have a username. Let's try to do a brute force on it. Alright, and let's just try Hydra and see if that helps or that works. So the login was Albert, and we're going to do a password list of, let's just do RockU, and then let's do SMB. Does this work? It's been a while since I've done this. SMB, and then let's just do the address. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, maybe I just did it wrong here. This way. Alright, so it looks like it's running. Not really sure how long this is going to take. It might take a while. Let's see. Looks like it's hitting 445. And 445's open, so we're good there. The host is Crossroads, we got that. So let's just keep running this. I don't know how fast it's going now. Let's kind of see. Sometimes some of these, like, not usual. Okay, so it's doing 5,000 tries in a minute, which isn't horrible. It's still gonna take a while. So let's just give this a few minutes, and then if this doesn't work, we'll try something else. In the meantime, let's take a look at what Hacktrick shows for SMB and make sure we're kind of going on the right path. So if any of you are watching this and you're kind of new to hacking, there's a good site called Hacktricks, and I just basically copied the whole repo to my own version. So if I ever wanted to like make updates and stuff, but you can pretty much search for any type of thing. Just gonna find the search here. Okay, so I want to look for SMB. And just do pen testing SMB. Let's see what comes back. Alright, so it kind of gives us some general information about what SMB is, and but basically it's a file, it's a file storage kind of like mounting area where you can access files similar to like kind of FTP, but it allows, workstations to kind of pass files back and forth. It's typically more found on like Windows machines too. So it looks like there's some like MS like Metasploit type things we could run. But I think that's kind of similar to what the enum for Linux is. Yeah, so we did that already, and we already got the users. There's also in-packet works too, looks like. So this is where we start getting into, once we have the username and password, we can start like connecting to it, and pulling the information, pulling from the files. So typically what I use is the SMB client. Looks like SMB map is a good one too to kind of see what the structure is. We find anything yet? No, nothing yet. Let's see here. And typically when there's like a $sign at the end, I think that means that, I forget what that means. It means that it's not shareable or something. I forgot what it was. Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe I'm just making that up. Yeah, I mean, yeah, access denied. Yeah, and then you can mount, if you wanted to make it more permanent, you can mount the share in your Linux terminal or Linux machine. I wonder if there's a way, and maybe Hydra is not the best tool to try to crack this. Maybe there's a better tool. Or brute force it, I mean. See, I can do there's actually quite a bit of stuff here for SMB. So yeah, you can do brute force. Looks like you can even do it with Nmap. This is not recommended though. I don't think I'm getting blocked, but I hope not. SMB trap, what is this? Okay. So this looks like it was a combination of stuff here. Pretty sure I don't have access to anything, but let me run SQL map once. Or SMB was SMB map. I don't know if that really gave me anything because I think you still need a username and password, but so the host, it was help. So that was 32. Yeah, so that's what, this is a good tool to kind of see what makes things clear. So yeah, we have no access to these. So we need to get Albert's password. So let's see, is it still running? Let's see, what other tools for brute force, SMB. Okay, yeah, I know, I'm not a robot. Bridge. We could try Nmap, but I would think there would be better tools. Hey General, have you tried crack map exec? No, I haven't really looked into that. Is there a option in there to do brute forcing? Hydra, yeah, I'm doing Hydra right now, but I just have I'm just using the RockU list. I don't have any idea what the password would be. I could try maybe doing like a kind of taking words from their website, putting in a password list, but so there's another one, Medusa. Increase the threads. Okay. So tell me what I'm at right now. I don't want to do too much and like have it like crash my stream or whatever. Yeah. I think the max is 64. Okay. Yeah, I always like kind of like get a little anxious trying to do brute forcing when I'm on my machine when I'm streaming, because if I go too aggressive, I don't want it to like crash my machine. But I might try this Medusa one once. Looks pretty easy. It says it's speedy. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if it says it's speedy, it's gotta be fast, right? Alright, this is kind of not working here, so it ran through about 40,000 passwords. I think that's not enough. Alright, I don't know if I have Medusa. I do. Alright, let's just quick run this, try this, and see if it's faster. 32. And then we're going to do user is going to be Albert. Password we're going to do, see how this works. And let's just see. Do I have to put like a port or something? I don't know if you have to put a port or anything. Oh no, because it knows it's doing SMB. Oh wait, okay, there's a module. So -M, name of the module to execute. Oh, SMB int. There we go. I was missing that. Okay. All right, let's open this up. Okay. Okay, found a password. Nice. Okay, cool. Now increase the threads in Hydra. Well, so you know what's weird though is it says, so yeah, I'm not gonna do that right now, just because I don't want it to mess with my stream. But it's, yeah, it must have, because I already went through like 5,000 passwords. So for some reason, this just worked. But yeah, sorry, man. So I guess. Well, yeah, so when you do Hydra, and this is just a general question, wouldn't it show you if it found a password, or just keeps running until the whole file is done and then it shows you if it found a password? Because that seems like, if I would have done the VV, it probably would have showed right away then, right? So yeah, okay, gotcha. I probably, yeah, it's just a mistake on my side, for sure. Whatever. Alright, so we got the pass. It's a good start. No, it didn't have SSH open. So let's just log into the SMB drive and kind of see what's going on. So let's see, that's SMB, or let me go back. So I can do all these different types of tools and stuff now that I have the username and password. So connecting to the shared, okay, so the SMB client, that's typically what I use. But you can, it looks like you can use something else too. Crack, what is that, crack exec or whatever, is that better? Probably gives you more options. SMB client. What's the syntax again? So it's not very user friendly. So we're going to do username, password, and then dash IP in the folder. And the folder name was, I think it was semi-client. Yeah, I was just trying to find what the share name was. I think it was just SMB share. Very user friendly. Yeah, it was. I've used SMB client a lot, but I was just trying to remember what a SMB client, and then it was Albert, and then IP. Yeah, I'm sure. So share was SMB share. password was Bradley or something. Bradley 1. Bradley 1. There we go. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, can't do LA. Alright. So we got SMB config. Let's take a look at that. SMB config. Let's make this a little bit bigger. So configuration file for SMB. So I'm assuming there's some way I can modify this probably and maybe re-upload it or something. Oh, right here. Okay, so magic script smb script.sh. So this is probably running in the background. So maybe if I create my own script here. Good thinking. Thanks. Yeah, so basically just edit this or create a file, put what I want in there, and just put it back into the SMB. And then I'm guessing that this will run. This must run like on a frequent basis or something. Don't forget to give permissions. Okay, thanks. So yeah, I should be able to just probably just do like a reverse shell back to my system. Oh, no worries. Hey, thanks for popping in. Feel free to stop by anytime. Alright, let's try that. So let's get just a basic reverse shell command. Let me pull up rev shells. And let's do this SH one. So let's just put in our IP. Pretty sure I'm 18.444 is fine. Let's copy this. Let's just create a file. And we're gonna call this, what was it called? SMB script.sh. And let's just put this in here, save it, and let's start up our listener. And that was 4444. So let's then go back and put this in the directory and see if we can get it to run. Script.sh. Okay, so it didn't. It says unsuccessful. So it looks like I might not be able to upload. So where would I put this? What was that? Commands. So you can see. Can it create a file? That's the question. Let's just try to make directory test. Well, I can make a directory. Where did it have the... So there's a path. So somehow I have to get this in this folder. Maybe if I create a folder SMB share and then put it in there. Doesn't make sense to me on that. Let's see, what else? Let me just look at the walkthrough real quick and see what it showed. Oh, there's actually more stuff in that folder that I'm not seeing. So for some reason I'm not seeing all the files. So maybe that was weird. I wonder what that is. Maybe I need to like reconnect with the 4. Let me do it this way that they just spread the 1. Oh, that wasn't it. Didn't like that. Not enough blank in service. Oh, maybe it's 2. Well, it still didn't show those other files. That's weird. So the walkthrough showed. Oh, it's because it's connecting to Albert. They're connecting to Albert's main directory, not SMB share. So that's why it's not working. So let's get out of here and just connect to Albert's main folder. Okay, didn't work either. Okay, didn't like that. Let's see here. Oh, it's Albert. Okay, that's why I'm missing Albert. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Alright, now there's all the files. Alright. So this is probably where I need to put that file. The magic script file. I have to put it in here. So let me get the user flag while I'm here. So we got the user flag, and save that for later. Put that in the system. right, and then let's try putting that SMB script in there. Help access denied. SMB script.sh. It's funny they had that Crossroads file too that I downloaded in here. It says, oh, so maybe I need to put what in it? Script.sh. Oh, I gotta change. I think I need to change the modification on it. Let's just do everything. Let's see if that helps. Put an SMB script.sh, and maybe need to put the name of it. Didn't like that. SMB script. Doesn't exist. Maybe I changed. Well, what the heck. Oh, so I changed the permissions now. Oh man, I totally messed this up. Alright, so now I'm gonna have to go back and messed up my own permissions. Great. Let's do, I think it's like 777, right? I don't know. See, I'm getting it. I can't upload. I don't have write access. SMB script. Put, yeah, okay. Okay, so it won't let me. Yeah, I must have to get elevated access then. So broot. What is broot? Broot is looks like an executable. Let's look into some more here. Strings broot. Set UID and bin bash root broot.sh. Okay. Interesting. What am I gonna do with this now? Somehow I gotta get this SMB script uploaded. But why is it? How do I get the access? mean, there is the SMB share, but I don't think I have access in there. Sure. I was able to create a directory, but I don't think that worked. Yeah, no, can't. Let me just look at the walkthrough quick. Okay, yeah, so they are looking at the SMB script. So it looks like okay, so I'm gonna put the bin basher in there. I didn't do that. But I still gotta be able to upload it. Maybe I just gotta reconnect again. Let me edit my file here, because I didn't put the bin bash in. Can't do it that way. Alright, let's just get rid of this file. SMB script. We're gonna do my computer. We did 4444. Alright, so let's just relog in and try to do it that way. So we're gonna go and hey Fields. So I'm gonna try to reconnect here. But I'm gonna connect to SMB share. Okay, I didn't put the right password, I don't think. Okay, I didn't like that. Maybe I need another one. Albert SMB share. Okay, yeah, no, that's not right either. What was the command? So 4, and then 2, and then just connecting right to SMB share. Alright. Alright, so we got, so according to the walkthrough, I'm able to put this in here. Okay, does it do anything? It's just sitting there. Come on, you can do it. Okay, connected. Alright, so we got access here. Looks like. Cool, alright. So we already got the user flag. Now we just have to get root access. So we looked at the vroot file. And that gave me, don't know, I think I need that open anymore, but what did that give me again? I don't need that anymore. I think it's something about, well, let's just do it again, strings. They don't have strings. I'll do it on mine. So set UID and then bin bash root proot.sh. Okay. I'll leave that open. So we didn't do a file, but we did the strings. So let's just run it. Let's run it and see what it does, right? Let me change. Okay, it didn't do anything really. It's better. It's the same. That's a little better. Alright, broot. Okay, what did it say? Enter password for root. I don't know what that is. Okay, it didn't really do anything. Okay. Okay, yeah, there's that crossroads image we can take a look at. Let's see what this is about. Oh, I don't even have it installed. Okay. There's gotta be another. I think it's stay high. Will that work? What is it? I gotta look up what does this tool do. It's another Stego tool. Yeah. Could just install it. Docker. I think I have Docker running. No, I don't. I don't have Docker in here. Okay, let's just do this. Okay, and then let's just do this. I didn't like that. Well, let's just try it and see if I can execute it. didn't like it. Well, let's do a different way then. I guess we can't use that tool. Let's see. Exfil tool, right? So it still shows a PNG. Okay. Okay, so was it stag height or something? Is it XF? Let's forget this. Extract data from the file. This SF. We did that already. That didn't work. Maybe just info. File provided, not supported. Okay, so that's probably why we can't use this. Linux extract data from PNG file. I don't know, maybe I really do need to get that tool rocking. So let's go back and find out how to install it again. And maybe I'll just do Docker if this isn't gonna work. Okay, so yeah, I don't have Docker. Sudo apt install docker.io. Thought I had Docker on here, but I guess I don't. Come on. You can do it. Unable to find image, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's downloading. So this is gonna be, yeah, this is my own, running my own instance of it. Okay. So now that it's running, can I just do STGOVRS? Still doesn't work. I must have to run it in my instance, maybe. Well, that means I gotta get. Okay. Okay, so the running, and then now I just need to get this file in there, right? So how do I do that? Copy a file from local system container, run the command and doctor. So source path, container, destination path, to copy file from local system to container. Let's try it. Just a copy file. It seems like you can just do copy file. Source paths would be, that would be home.kelly/desktop/my VM/crossroads/crossroads.png in the container. So I'm assuming it's this number here. Zero 116 destination path. Let's just put it slash home slash Stego Veritas, and then Crossroads. I have no idea if this is gonna work. Probably not. Command not found. How is it not found? There's no CP. Bash Docker not found. This is file or directory. Okay, what am I missing here? Docker. Well, come on now. Just let me run this. it's not in the package list. And it got hung up on the dependencies, I think. Why it didn't like this command? Do I do need to do pip3 install and then this? What the heck? Can I find the versions that are... Maybe if I just do it like this. Guess we're learning together, guys. Oh, didn't like that either. Nope. So it's already in the slate packages. What the heck? Not very good instructions. Could try this also, but I don't have black arc, I don't think. You know, Pac-Man.